Hey family, this is Urban Finance, and today we are going to review the book, The New Jim Crow by Michelle Alexander. In every generation, new tactics have been used for achieving the same goal, goals shared by the Founding Fathers. This is a denial of citizenship and human rights to African Americans. While things may seem a lot different, a lot has not changed when it comes to this founding principle of the United States of America. It is now perfectly legal to discriminate against criminals in nearly all the ways it was once legal to discriminate against African Americans. Once you're labeled a felon, the old forms of discrimination, employment discrimination, housing discrimination, the denial of the right to vote, denial of educational opportunity, denial of food stands, and other public benefits all become legal. W.E.B. Du Bois is quoted saying, "The slave went free, stood a brief moment in the sun, then moved back again toward slavery." In America, racism has always been highly adaptable. With each advance people of African descent has made in this country, a new law has come about trying to put them back in bondage. Following the collapse of each system control, there has been a period of confusion, transition, in which those who are most committed to racial hierarchy search for a new means to achieve their goals within the rules of the game as currently defined. The history of control. Reconstruction, 1863 to 1877. By the mid-1770s, the system of bond labor had been thoroughly transformed into a racial caste system predicated on slavery. While race was a relatively recent development, only in the past few centuries, owing largely to European imperialism, the idea further developed during the 4 centuries in which slavery flourished. Under slavery, the racial order was most effectively maintained by a large degree of contact between slave owners and slaves, thus maximizing opportunities for supervision and discipline, and minimizing the potential for active resistance. Following the Civil War, it was unclear what institutions, laws, or customs would be necessary to maintain white control now that slavery was gone. The first set of laws to reestablish control of blacks were known as the Black Codes. Vagrancy laws made it a criminal offense not to work and were applied selectively to blacks. Convict laws allowed for the hiring of out-of-country prisoners to plantation owners and private companies. These prisoners were forced to work for little or no pay. One vagrancy law stated that all free Negroes and mulattoes over the age of 18 must have written proof of a job at the beginning of each year. Those found with no lawful employment were found to be vagrants and convicted. The purpose of the Black Codes was to establish another system of forced labor. These laws, like many of the drug laws today, were selectively applied mainly to African Americans. Part 1 is the history of control and the Black Codes. We will release 2 other parts with key takeaways from the book The New Jim Crow by Michelle Alexander. Let us know what you think about the video. Have you read the book before? If yes, what are your thoughts? Okay, family. Thank you for listening. If you enjoyed this video, don't forget to like. Also, support this channel by subscribing and hit the bell so you get notified when we post something new. As always, love you and live your best life.